Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Drake on Digital, and thanks for tuning in. In today's video, and actually going forward, I'm going to be making a pivot on the channel. Yes, I'm still going to cover some different crypto projects and DeFi updates and meme coins here and there, whatever. I'll still do that same thing from here and there, but I do want to focus this channel more on documenting my journey and kind of as like a journaling. And the reason I want to do this is because July 4th was kind of a big wake up call for me. Because I told myself this cycle I would not do the same exact things I did last cycle. Well, July 4th was a huge wake up call, and that was a shot across the bow. And the reason for that is because I was sitting there and I was like, did I really just repeat what I just did last cycle? I did not take enough profits. And to give some more context to this, especially when we're watching this in the future, Bitcoin it broke previous all-time highs around when the ETF finally dropped and did its thing. Bitcoin passed all-time high. It topped out around like 75K or 76K or something like that. And that was it. It just didn't keep going up. I mean, it stopped going up, it started going down, and we started consolidating. And after several weeks passed, a lot of the meme coins were ripping. There was a lot of pride, euphoria on the timeline on crypto Twitter. I mean, it was like people were like, it was really prideful. It was like, oh, I'm a god. I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm the best ever, guys. If you aren't buying this dip, you're a loser type of thing. And then you had people tattooing Solana on their foreheads. You got all these celebrities entering the space. I mean, it was clear top signals, dude. And Bitcoin was still just like hovering over there. We had a lot of bullish news coming out. We had an ETH ETF, potential rumor of a Solana ETF. You got this bank, that bank, and grandma's mother's bank entering the Bitcoins or saying, hey, we're adding Bitcoin to our balance sheet. You even had Larry Fink and BlackRock saying, we're going to tokenize everything on Ethereum. And Bitcoin still couldn't make another all-time high. This kind of gave you some signs of the markets. And on July 4th, we had Mt. Gox tokens unlocked. We had the Germans. They were selling. I'm reading a piece of paper. We had the Germans selling their stack. Bitcoin, this is probably going to be the sixth. Well, actually, July 4th was about the sixth time that it bounced and hit 60K. It finally breached through it, obviously. On July 4th, we went down to like 55, 54K. It was a nice wick. And what was interesting is it wasn't leverage driven. It was all spot. And this was mainly because Mt. Gox and the Germans were just selling their Bitcoin. It was an obvious, clear manipulation because there's not a lot of liquidity on July 4th. Most people are just chilling, doing their thing, partying, whatever you want to call it. So they aren't at the markets and they aren't watching this stuff. So we had tons of top signals. We had a bunch of pride on crypto Twitter, and I think this was a much needed washout. Uh, as for how I felt, I mean, I was laying there in bed, hard to sleep, and I was just sitting there like, bro, did I really just repeat what I did last cycle? I almost had, well, actually, I was having second thoughts of what I was doing. I was like, I invested in this industry, spent all this time and lost, I wouldn't say lost a lot of money, but well, actually, yeah, I guess you can say you lost a lot. A lot of it was paper profits, but it's like, what am I doing? Like, I could be going out there building a business. I could go out there, be doing real estate and making that much more. You don't get into something, you have to think of this. Well, I think of this like a game, and it's like you don't play a game to lose. So I want to start documenting this stuff. I'll start doing it going forward. But before I end this video, I want to end it with these thoughts. So that night, I had second thoughts. I was regretting ever being in the crypto industry. And this was mainly because I didn't play the cycle any better than the last. So I obviously the next day, waking up, spent the whole day, I walked probably 15 miles. And I was just thinking, and I was like, yeah, you just got played. You got to play the game better. You got to, you know the rules, you know how it plays. So understand what you're playing, capitalize on it, and win. He who plays the game the best wins. And this day was a great reminder of expecting the unexpected and always be prepared for the worst. Always have some stables to buy the dip and never over leverage. I had a position, I've tried the leverage trading before, and this is like a year ago, and I learned like you get liquidated quick. So I decided to try it again, and of course, roasted. It wasn't a lot of money. I think the biggest concern for me was the safe form of leverage. I was using some ETH as collateral on one of these lending markets and borrowing some stables against it. It's kind of like, well, actually, I do have some on Aave as well, but I spread them up amongst several different ones. But basically, I didn't get liquidated, but it's stressful because you see it getting close to the liquidation. You got to pony up some collateral, and it's like you're waiting for those funds to bridge, and it's like, oh snap, what's going on? So little things like that gives you a lot of anxiety. It does give you some panic, and it's like, okay, this is a reminder. Expect the unexpected. I did not expect 10 to 15% wick within a matter of like 15, 30 minutes. I didn't expect that, especially when the leverage wasn't showing that. So this is one of those things, hey, expect the unexpected, prepare for the worst, and that way next time it happens, you win. Also, some other news that happened, or at least what happened was there was an on-chain Aave whale that wasn't expecting the unexpected, and he was liquidated and lost thousands, not hundreds, not tens, thousands of ETH because his liquidation point was too low. So he got washed out, and that probably caused a couple of other guys to liquidate. But I want to show you guys this market psychology chart, and then we'll go ahead and close it out. But going forward, I'm going to start documenting and doing like a vlog style. If you like watching this stuff, great. If not, it's for me. So this is something that I can go back and watch and see how I feel on the market and my thoughts and see where the market goes from there. That way I can watch this in the cycles in the future and be like, okay, this is exactly how I felt then, and this is how I'm feeling now. So where are we at in this cycle? Obviously, time will tell. We'll be able to tell and see where we go. Bitcoin had a nice bounce. Today is July 6th when I'm recording this. Well, I wouldn't say Bitcoin had a nice bounce. It's mainly the meme coins. And I still think meme coins are going to do pretty well going forward. And the main reason for that is because people are fed up with the VC coins. These things are launching at like, just check out the previous video, you understand. But these things are launching at like a 15, 20 bill FDV. How in the world do you expect to make like a 10x profit on that? Do you really expect that thing to be worth $200 billion FDV when Ethan Solana, well, Solana barely ranks in at that? I mean, come on, bro. Like, no. Things need to launch at like 5 mil, 10 mil FDV, or like 100 mil, depending on what it is, for me to even like think about thinking of buying something like that. That's why meme coins are just kind of at the top of mind right now because you can make like 100x, 1000x. And that's also a reminder. I had some thoughts on Twitter as well. I typed those out. But the thoughts were if you want to leverage trade, just use meme coins. So, like if you want to get a 5x to 10x leverage on ETH, just use Pepe or use MOG. Well, MOG would probably be like 10 to 20x leverage. And the reason for that is because if it goes to zero, when you're in a meme coin, at least you can still become a community member. Whereas with leverage, it doesn't even have to go to zero. If you're doing like 10x leverage, it just has to go down 10%, the token, which Bitcoin ETH, it just has to move about 10%, and you can easily get liquidated with that. It doesn't even have to go to zero and you lose your money. Whereas with meme coins, you can go to zero and you still have your position. So it's like, all right, I can at least be a community member. And you have a chance to make a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even 100x, depending on the market cap size of it. So your cap side is theoretically infinite and your downside is zero, and you can become a community member. Whereas with leverage trading, your upside is technically or theoretically capped because, I mean, how many trillions do you expect Bitcoin to get within the next few weeks? And the reason I say few weeks is because you have funding rates. With funding rates, it's like the market can remain more irrational than you can stay solvent. Anyways, guys, I'll be doing another vlog next time. I have a feeling we have a nice, you know, reset in the market, or like, man, this is super euphoric, and I'll start doing these vlog style videos going forward. And again, if you want to pause this to understand where we're at in the market, at least giving my thoughts on where we're at in the market, I think we're around here. This capitulation point right here. These are usually the points that you buy right before the next leg up. Now, obviously, time will tell. Like, it really does feel like this is anxiety denial type panic type of thing. Like it's, oh snap, this is rough. I mean, for all we know, it could definitely be in this disbelief phase. I just feel like with all the euphoria and what's all going on with the celebs already entering in, I feel like it's around here. But retail isn't here yet. Like retail is not here. Like you can just go based on YouTube metrics, and you can just go based on, it's all PvP. Like it's one chain after another. Airdrops are launching. They're flopping. Like Zero token, that thing launched. It didn't go to zero, but it went down. It ended up getting a nice short squeeze type of thing. But ZK token launched. That was awful. You had Blast token launch. That was awful, awful. And you had a couple of other tokens that I don't even remember they were so bad. But it's just like airdrop dumpage after dumpage. All right, guys. Proverbs chapter 18, verses 7. The mouths of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. Be good, be righteous. If you guys like this type of content, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Tell me where you guys are watching this from. And if you guys want to join the exclusive Discord, there's a link in the description below. That will be kind of more so what I'm playing in the market, what I'm looking at. And yes, I'm still making some trades in the market, specifically on meme coins, but it is what it is. Peace out, guys.